My cherished and prized individuality, sometimes that cast me so low, worthless, disgusting, worse than everybody else. There's sometimes self-reification and self-deification. I am so spectacular. I am so marvelous.
And that's actually, they're one and the same, because, and I know that personally, I also go back and forth between extreme self-aggrandizement, where I think like, you know, I'll just feel this potential in me. I'll be like, wow, I could like change the world. And then, you know, maybe 2 weeks later, I'm in a low kind of emotional mode, you know, a lot of trauma's coming up, a lot of challenges, or maybe I'm being triggered. And then in that place, I'm just like, oh man, I'm nothing. Like, and that place is wild. It's like, how could, sometimes if it gets really intense, like sometimes it'll be like, how could anyone even love me? Like, I have so many challenges. I have like insecurities, inadequacies, you know, insecurities with aspects of my appearance or personality, like all these things. So I totally get what Russell's coming from, but I think that's exactly it. Anytime you still have trauma and you still have pain and you still have insecurity, it is going to flip-flop back between an overinflated sense of self and a worthless sense of self. And then it's only once you actually love yourself that you have neither. Because once you actually love yourself, you don't need to inflate yourself to compensate for how low you feel at other times. And then I think a lot of the time, the compensation and the inflation is not even genuine. It's almost like there's a part of you behind the scenes that's inflating you because it knows it has to. And it's like hiding the fact that it's a part of you inflating you from the other parts of you. And that's where you get into IFS, internal family systems, where they talk about how we have different parts of ourselves within our psyche, that we're not a unified mind. We're not a unified personality. We actually have legitimate multiple personalities within ourselves. You know, inner children, inner protectors, inner firefighters, inner managers, inner critic, like all these kind of things. So again, I can absolutely relate to Russell here.
People that I've wronged, to the people that I've sinned against, all of us, just one congregation before him. My cherished and prized individuality, sometimes that cast me so low, worthless, disgusting, worse than everybody else. There's sometimes self-reification and self-deification. I am so spectacular. I am so marvelous. All of it now just sort of eased into, I am as he made me. I am as he would have me. Now, I don't know that I might know, you know, it'll be for someone as you say, open, peripatetic, intellectually.
And actually, that's exactly also what I like about human design gene keys, is that there's so many parallels between what Russell is gaining from Christianity and what I've gained from human design gene keys, because Christianity gives him a role to play. It gives him a, you know, he might call it like it takes away his sense of self, but it also gives him another role. It maybe takes away his sense of importance, but it gives him a sense of, you know, this is how you be a good person, right? And then it's like, and I think a lot of the time, again, the shadow, and I don't know if this is happening to Russell, but this will happen to everyone who goes down any of these paths. Like any of these paths, is there will be that thing where like, oh, okay, I've received my new role. It's like you've given up a role that has caused you pain, and now you've jumped into a new role, and you've allowed it to now be the confining box. And I even went through that with human design and gene keys, where I looked at my profile and I went, oh, that's me. And it felt really safe at first. It felt comfortable because finally I was something. You know, I wasn't needing to prove myself. I wasn't needing to find myself, because now I had this system that told me what my gifts, challenges, purpose, and reason for existing was. And that was again a box. And then I started to feel confined by that. And then I had to go, okay, human design gene keys, they're not going to tell me who I am, but they can simply be a tool that gives me ways of contemplating myself. I don't see it anymore as they're telling me who I am, but they're just, in some sense, maybe they're showing me like storylines I'm here to play out. And it just so happens that all of the storylines they're telling me strongly resonate with the core of my being. And they've been storylines I've been trying to play out. And when I actually see it now, I've been in the process of playing out those storylines my entire life, ever since I was a kid. But now I have the language, I have the map that's showing me like, oh, all of those impulses in me, oh, that's the outlet. That's what they're actually trying to culminate in. So again, it's just fascinating how similar what Russell's getting out of Christianity, what I'm getting out of my studies. If you guys want to check out another clip from this episode, click here. And if you want to check out more clips on this topic, click here. And if you want to check out the full episode that this clip is taken from, you can click the link in the description below. And that's it. So I'll see all of you in the next one.